What's going on, y'all out there? This is Tech Teachers. Welcome to First Class. No, man, not like that. Oh my God, I'm trying to teach you about technology. You came here to learn, right? I'm talking to you. You, see him right there. You came here to learn, right? Before we start today's show, subscribe down below so you can get an update on all new videos. And welcome to First Class. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the Western Digital My Passport SSD. There's two different versions of this hard drive. There's the My Passport Pro, which is a mechanical hard drive, and there's the My Passport SSD, which is a solid state hard drive. For those of you who don't understand the difference between the two, an SSD is a solid state drive, meaning there's no mechanical parts in this drive. The other version is a mechanical drive. So the SSD will be more durable and sturdy. If you can afford it, I would say go with the SSD. But if you can't, you still have the version of My Passport Pro. The SSD becomes a little bit more expensive. So let's check out the My Passport Pro SSD. First, let's unbox it. In the box, it comes with the hard drive itself, with this bumper on it, just in case it falls accidentally. You don't have to worry about your files getting messed up because it's durable and it's protected. It also comes with the USB 3.0 cable and the power adapter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you everything that this hard drive comes with, and then we're going to go back and break it down. This hard drive has a dual band Wi-Fi in it, a 2.4 and a 5 gigahertz. It also has a SD 3.0 card reader in it. It has an SD button, one touch copy. It has a USB 3.0 backwards compatible with USB 2.0 port in it. It has the power button so that you can turn the device on. It also has two lights in the front, which shows you that you're connected to the Wi-Fi, and it also shows you that you're connected to the hard drive itself. Now, let's start with the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz dual band Wi-Fi. For those of you who don't understand, 2.4 is what you regularly use with all standard devices. Most of the time, when you got your devices hooked up, you're using a 2.4 gigahertz, unless you know what you're doing. So my advice to you is, if you listen to what I'm saying, go back and look at it, try it. Use the 5 gigahertz when you're using this. And the reason why I'm saying that is the 2.4 is always cluttered. Everything uses the 2.4. So you might be in your house with a bunch of devices connected to your Wi-Fi, and they all using the 2.4, which is slowing down your Wi-Fi. Everything's wireless. It's not wired. So if you're using wireless, then it's going to slow it down. Your microwave, other things that got frequencies can interfere with it. If you're around other people next door, their Wi-Fi, their frequencies can interfere with your 2.4 gigahertz band. So use the 5 gigahertz band. Now, how you see that is when you go to connect to Wi-Fi, you will see something that says My Passport 2.4, My Passport 5 gigahertz. Click on the 5 gigahertz and then put in the passcode that comes with the hard drive, and then you will be connected to the hard drive. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, can I use the hard drive with internet at the same time? And yes, you can. You can use the hard drive with the internet at the same time. What you have to do is, when you first install the hard drive, there's two ways you can go about it. When you first install it, it'll tell you to click on the software. And when you click on it, it'll take you on the internet through an IP address to the actual hard drive. And through there, you could change your network settings to connect to this device. So every time you turn this hard drive on, whatever Wi-Fi that you're on, it'll connect to. It'll recognize it just like the rest of your devices too when it get around your Wi-Fi. It'll recognize it and you will be able to click on it. It also has its own app, which is called the MyCloud app. Western Digital MyCloud app, which when you get in there, you can see the hard drive. Now, this can be hooked up 3 different ways. It could be hooked up wirelessly, which we just was talking about, which the 2.4, the 5 gigs. Remember to use the 5 gigahertz because it's less clutter. It's also faster read and write speeds, which is better for you. Now, when you hook up to it, use the MyCloud app, and you can see the all the files that's on it. Also, hooking it up wirelessly, you could also use this USB 3 port to hook it up with other hard drives. Plug the other hard drives or the USB 3 hub with the other hard drives on it, and when you go to the MyCloud app, you can see all the hard drives that's on this hard drive plugged up. And you can use that to download files straight to here, or you can go on a computer and you can use all your files at the same time plugged up to this device. A second way to use this device is a standalone, which you can plug up using this cable, the USB 3 cable, plug up to this device, and then plug up to your PC or your Mac. And then that will turn off the Wi-Fi on this, and it will connect directly to the device with up to 390 megabytes per second speed. So if you don't need to be wireless at the time, hook it up through this port and you can use it directly to the device. But remember, when it's hooked up directly, you can't hook up other devices to it. It also is backwards compatible with USB 2.0. So if you have older devices, it also can be hooked up with that also. And that's the actual third way that you can hook this device up, by plugging other hard drives to the 3.0 backwards compatible 2.0 port. So you can use everything together. Now, let's talk about the SD 3.0 card reader. This reads up to 65 megabytes per second. You could have it set up through the app to where as soon as you plug in or push in a SD card, it'll automatically start copying it. Or you can have it set up, for those who don't want that, you can have it set up to where it just reads it. And then you can press the button to start copying it whenever you're ready to copy it, if that's what you want to do. So now on the go, for all you photographers and videographers, this device is very useful, because now on the go, you could take your footage off right then and there. And if you have an extra SD card, you could put your footage in here, have it automatically download. You could be off shooting the rest of your stuff. It's already download when you're done. So now it's no longer wait till I get back to the office or wait till I get home to download your footage or your photos. Do that right where you at. So now you have the SD card and you have the hard drive. You have 2 copies now. So if this get corrupt or corroded or get lost, you have it backed up here. So now you get all your files back safe to where you can put it on something else and you can keep your files. I'm pretty sure all you photographers and you videographers understand exactly what I mean when I say you can have a backup copy and work on the go. This is very helpful on the go. I'm a videographer and a photographer, so I truly understand how good this device is. Next, you have a battery also. in this device. Now, when you get these devices that have batteries in them, make sure you charge it all the way when you first get it before you use it to preserve the battery life. This battery lasts up to 10 hours. So you have long life to get work done and use with this 10-hour battery. Has a wonderful battery in it. This also can be used as a Plex server, which you can stream 4K media, 1080p media. Any type of media you want to stream, you can stream this. So say, let me give an example. Say you guys are on vacation and you got 2 kids and it's you and your spouse. You can all be hooked up to this device and use this device at the same time to watch your videos. So say if y'all all want to watch a movie, but you want to watch different movies. All you got to do is, like I said before, go hook up to the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi band, and as soon as you do that, go in the My Cloud app and press play on any videos you have in there, and each one of you guys can be streaming at the same time, depending on your Wi-Fi with no lag. Now, mind you, you do not need Wi-Fi to use this device. I mean, let me change that. You don't need the internet to use this device. You can hook up to this network by itself, and you can use this device to get any of your files or stream media. So this device is very useful. Also, for the guys who taking photos, this can be used with raw files. Most hard drives, you can't use raw files on it. This could be used with raw files. So this device is very, very useful on the go, especially for videographers and photographers. Even the ones who are using the software. Me personally, I have the iPad, and I also have the Microsoft Surface. So when I'm using the iPad, I can't use regular desktop software like I can with the Surface. So you have to use certain software that works with the iOS system. They're supposed to be changing that with certain software come, I think, around June. So stay tuned, because I'm going to do a review on that. And any software you see me talk about in this video, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a review and show you how to use that software. So for the photographers and the videographers, there's a program called Filmic Pro that's useful on the iOS systems. It's a video camera. So it gives you pro-like settings for your video camera, whether you're shooting photography or you're videotaping something. It gives you pro-like settings. And this works directly with that software. It also works with a powerful video editing software called LumaFusion. And for those of you who use LumaFusion, when you go inside of LumaFusion, you could directly connect to this device and use it with LumaFusion. Meaning, you could pull up some footage that you want to edit, watch it without importing it, and then as soon as you drag it into LumaFusion, it'll start importing. But that's a whole nother video. I'm going to come back, like I said, and teach you all about how to use this device with your iOS, your Android, or your PC and the Mac. Right now, we're just going to do a review on this device and remind you that I didn't get paid for doing this review. So if you got their email, send this to them so they can see it. But I will recommend this device. When I do my reviews, getting paid, getting sent a product, I'm going to make sure I try to give you an honest review, so you're not buying something that doesn't work or doesn't do what it says it does. Now, when it comes to buying this device, this is the 500 gigabytes. This device, which is the SSD, which is a solid state drive, costs more than the mechanical drives like the My Passport Pro, which also works with LumaFusion and Filmic Pro. The 500 gig right now you can find on Amazon for about $280. When I'm done with this review, just look down below and you will see links to get to the device and the prices for this device. Now, I believe the 250 gigs in the SSD version is about $200. The 1 terabyte is about $500, and the 2 terabyte is about $740. Now, this device is expensive, but you don't have to worry about mechanical failures. And photographers and videographers understand when I say mechanical failures, because you can have files on a device and it just stopped working, and you don't need that. Now, this device was purchased. It wasn't sent to me. I'm going to keep saying that. So you know this is an honest review. The My Passport Pro, the mechanical version, you can get the 4 terabyte for $200. It's less expensive, not as durable. So it's like a give and take. You got to figure out which is best for you. Me, I do photography and videography, so I need to protect my files. So this is a more solid, durable drive, so I went with the SSD. If the money's not around, the credit card is not around, you don't have to get this. Get the regular one. You can get the 4 terabyte, like I said, for $200, and the links will be below. Now, make sure you subscribe at the end of this video. Subscribe to the channel so you can get all updates and new videos. I'll keep you updated. I'll be doing reviews. I'll be doing tutorial, teach you things about technology, certain software that you might want to use, any questions you might have. You could also email us at teamosmtv@gmail.com. That's TEAMOSMTV@gmail.com. And we'll answer any questions. We'll let you know when we're going to put up a video of something you might need to learn and how to do it. Also, you can refer to us any video that you want us to put up and teach you how to do certain things. But as far as this device, I would highly recommend this device for people on the go. So check the links below. Go get you one of these and enjoy being able to work on the go with this device. This is Tech Teachers. I appreciate you watching, and welcome to First Class.